Welcome to another YouTube video for my YouTube channel, Custom Screen Printing. I also own a business by the name of Nameless T-Shirt Wear, and I do T-shirts for customers, and that's what this is about today. Today, we are going to do some T-shirts for a customer. Yes, this guy owns a business, and he's trying to build a business, so I am hired to make some T-shirts for him for his business. So today we're going to make a video about this, and I hope you enjoy it. Now, as we're looking at this T-shirt, I made some bush trees on the bottom of the shirt on this video to start this out, and you can see them on the shirt. The green trees on the bottom of the shirt to start out. See them? They're right there. Ain't that awesome? They really look pretty good, and the shirt's going to look pretty good when it's done. And you're going to be very surprised to see what you see on this video. We'll be right back though. We have to pause this to clean the screen. Now we're back. The screen's all cleaned. And these bushes here, the trees I should say, not bushes, are printed on. Now we're going to block off the trees so I can start making the lettering on the shirt, the back of this T-shirt. To put the letterings on the T-shirt. And the color I'm going to put on the T-shirt is navy blue. It's a pretty blue, dark blue. And it'll look good on an orange shirt as well as a gray T-shirt, excuse me, that I'm going to be making today in this video as well. But I didn't want to make too many of them because they're all the same. So if you only see maybe a few T-shirts, that's what I was doing anyway. Well, I don't have to make a long video of these T-shirts. I try to make a few that you can watch on this video. But I'm trying to block off the trees now that I could keep them from being printed on the shirt again. So that's what I'm taping them off for. But I'm trying to line them up that nothing gets cut out of the image, like none of the letters near those trees. So I'm trying to keep that from happening. So I have to tape them off to block them. And when you do block something on the screen, when you're doing T-shirts, you got to tape them off outside the screen, underneath it. And once you do it, it will keep the images from printing again on the shirt with a different color ink. And the inks I use are Plastro inks. They're for T-shirts. See what I'm doing? I'm looking at my screen with my cell phone light on there to make sure it's lined up to the screen. The tape's lined up and it's not taping off any lettering or numbers. It was fine, so it was pretty good. So now as we are working towards printing it, you will see pretty soon me printing this T-shirt with the navy blue ink, as you will see in a minute. All right, here we go. We're going to print this on tying this screen off to make it come down on top of the T-shirt as I work on this. And that bungee cord was hard to untie, but it's coming off. Here we come. That's cool. And so I'm laying it on the screen now, and I'm going to put some navy blue ink on the screen now. And this is a tough thing to do, because I didn't give myself a little bit of room, not enough room, but I'm going to go get something right back in a minute. I had to go do something. I'll be back in a few minutes. I won't be gone long. Okay? So, when I make a video, I hope that you enjoy this video, seeing me printing the T-shirts. And the logo that's in the screen, the guy's business card, he gave that business card to me. And I sat and talked with him, and he gave some few ideas, and so I put it in the screen, the logos, to make it more, more fancy for his business, to help him pick up business, and for his company. And that is navy blue ink. Now here we go. We're going to add it to the screen. So we're going to add this, and it's going to look fantastic. But I have to make sure I don't hit the lettering, the numbers with this ink. So it's hard to do this when you're putting ink on the screen. You got to actually know what you're doing. See, I taped the trees off, so it won't matter if the ink overshadows the roots of the trees. But if I didn't do that, the ink will really be a disaster if it actually went through the screen and hit the shirt when I was doing this. But I don't have no worries about it because it won't be able to hit the shirt because the logo, the trees are taped off. So they won't do nothing. They're blocked off. They call it tape on, tape off method. So as I'm filling this blue, navy blue ink in the screen, I'm trying to get these shirts done before the customer comes over to get them. But unfortunately, the customer didn't show up tonight to get them, so maybe tomorrow he'll show up. I don't know. He might. I think he got too busy. So we'll leave it well enough alone. He'll be over here tomorrow to get them. But I'm glad I happened to have that opportunity to do these shirts for his company because he'll always be a customer of mine because he'll like my work. Everybody does. Even the YouTubers like my work. And I'll be doing the YouTuber shirts soon. I'll be getting them soon. So I'll be doing his pretty soon. Mr. Lackey's t-shirts for his YouTube channel, Finley's River Kennels. Check him out, folks, if you get a chance to. Go over and see what videos he does and how his channel is really interesting. So I enjoy his channel. So what we're seeing now, we're going to print this now. Here's the squeegee. Here we go. We're going to print it. I go twice. I do 2 or 3 times to make sure the ink is going through the screen. All right, we did it twice. That looks fantastic, doesn't it, folks? Look at that shirt. Wow. Oh, I must have seen something that didn't go through good enough. Maybe the dots. I had to do it one more time. That's good. Now, I'm going to put that down for now. I'm going to go clean it, so we'll be right back. I do pause this video in a minute, and I come back afterwards after I'm done cleaning the screen. But I will pause the video in a few minutes, folks, and you won't see how I clean the screen out because I don't think it's very interesting to watching, so I'll pause the video in a minute. Wait a minute for a minute. But right now, I didn't pause it yet. Give it a little bit, and I'll pause the video. I get myself situated here because I don't usually show how I clean my equipment. So right now, I just didn't pause the video. I will in a minute though. It takes me a while to get done what I'm doing here. Like clean up my special putty knife I use for plastro inks. That's what it's used for. Everything. So that's why I clean off that squeegee, because if you don't clean the squeegees off, they'll get dull and they won't be no good anymore, and you'll have to buy new ones. So I always keep my equipment clean. The squeegees are a lot important, and so are the scoop covers. You got to clean them right away, or something would happen to them. They won't work much anymore if you don't clean them properly. So when you do t-shirts, folks, make sure you clean your squeegee off and scoop covers off properly. They'll make sure they'll work the next time you use them. So I'm going to get something for a minute. Wait on, hold on for a minute. Because real soon I'll be pausing this video in a minute. I'm just trying to do things. Here we go, we're going to pause it. But look at that, ain't that look nice? Looks really nice, don't it? I guess I'm not going to pause it. I thought I was going to pause it for a minute. I thought I was anyway for a minute. I guess I'm going to wait before I pause the video. I'm going to tie up the screen first. Make sure the screen stays up there and won't fall down. Right back now. Right, we're back. I knew I was going to pause it. So I want to show you the shirt. I usually like to show the t-shirt to those who like to see it. Now, look how good that came out. Ain't that fantastic? I have to shake it around and straighten it out. Look at it. Doesn't it look good? I'm trying to make sure you see that. Doesn't that look fantastic, that t-shirt? That's a really good design. Look at the front. I put little trees near the number. So I'm going to put it right down to the press again. And put the camera down. So we're going to put that, I'm going to go hang this up in the closet and be right back. And we're going to pause the video again soon because I don't show how I clean the screens, because cleaning the screens is not interesting. So, and it cuts down the time of the video when you pause it and clean the screens up and you come back, then you will see I clean the screen. And then I can go and start over again. I'm not showing too many shirts in this video because they're all the same. I did the orange ones already. I did some gray ones. But pretty soon we're going to pause this video again, folks, because we're going to clean the screen and we don't want to show this on video. I'm untying this bungee cord from the screen. Man, it's just tough to untie. There we go. Putting the screen down. We get the piece of wood I made for this. We're going to pause the video. I'll be right back in a minute. All right, we're back. We're all ready to go. Cleaned the screen up. Now we're going to do putting some more tape. I have to hold the screen at the same time and do this again. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm going to try to do it differently this time. I'm going to put the lettering in first, and then do the letters first and the trees last. So I'm trying to do something different. But I'm trying to line it up that it doesn't overshadow the lettering. So I'm making sure that it's lining up, the tape is lining up with the trees. And not over the covering the letters over. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to line up this tape to this trees. It's kind of hard because the screen's moving, and it's hard to get this to work. But I think I got it now. I think I'll get my phone to look at it and see if I got it right to make sure, because wait a minute, go do something for us. I'll be right back. We'll get something over. I'm not leaving the studio, I'm just going to get something. All right, here I am. I'm getting another shirt now. I'm going to print another back of the t-shirt to get this going, to get these shirts done for the customer before the customer arrives. So when I do a t-shirt, before I put it down, I make sure that wooden surface t-shirt template is sprayed with Fast Track 384. That is a liquid adhesive for t-shirt printing. And it sticks the shirt down. When you're printing the logo, the Plastron inks on the shirt, it doesn't move. So what I'm doing now is lining up the shirt to make sure it's lined up properly with both sides, and the collar of the t-shirt and the sleeves are all lined up together. Because you have to make sure it's all straight before you print on it. You don't want no mistakes. because these t-shirts cost money. You don't want to make any errors. I'm not saying I'm perfect or anything. I'm not. I did make a few mistakes in my career, and we still make them even to this day. We're not perfect. God is only perfect. All right, so I'm checking the tape ones and to make sure they're lined up. And so I'm going to untie this bungee cord and put it down to the screen. And we're going to get going on this and put the blue ink in. So you're going to see something really interesting going today. In this video, you're going to see you're going to see this blue ink get onto the t-shirt. So I'm going to get started and get my spoon out, and I'm going to start putting it on the bottom of the screen. But I have to be very careful when I do this. Like I said before, I don't want to touch the lettering with that ink. The bushes are all blocked off, but I'm doing this differently this time because I usually do the bushes first, the trees I should say, first, but I did not want to do it that way. I wanted to try it another way. So I'm putting ink on the screen, putting it right on, not hitting the numbers or anything on the shirt because it might go through that part. It's open. So I'm making sure the ink's up there. And now we're going to get the squeegee out, and we're going to put some ink in. Here we go. We'll put a pressure hard down to it, going the one across again, like that. And we're going to lift it up. Look at that, huh? Nice. Nice job I did, huh? That's fantastic looking. It really is. Now I'm cleaning off the squeegee with the putty knife. It's a certain kind of putty knife for plaster inks. It's not a putty knife you use in your house to plaster walls with. It's a different kind of plastic putty knife we seal screeners use for the ink and for the emulsion. So pretty soon I'll be pausing this because I don't mostly show this because it's not an interesting scene by any means, you know. So I'm just gonna pretty soon pause this video and I'll come back with the screen all cleaned. So I'm just waiting. After I wipe that off, I'll pause the video and we'll come back with the screen all cleaned up and we'll go on with the video. So I don't want to show the screens being cleaned on this video. So I try not to show that because that part's not really interesting to you viewers that view my videos. Putting some cleaner on my hands. I'm cleaning my hands. I'm going to wipe it off over here and I'm going to come back. And we're going to do the last minute stuff I have to do is clean the screens out. The screen, I should say. And then put the trees on the shirt afterwards. So. And I know if I give them something poured on the shirt, and I was unhappy about it. So I was like kind of upset. I couldn't figure out how that come on the shirt, and I still don't understand how that did that. So I couldn't figure that out. So now I did get that out, so it's not an issue. It wasn't cured, so it came out. So I wasn't worried about it. That was the least bit of my worries. I know to get spots out of the shirts, so you don't have to worry about that, unfortunately. But we are going to tie the screen up. So I cut the bungee cord earlier to make it short. I put a hook on it, but the stupid thing wouldn't stay up. No, I didn't do it that right. I didn't do it that time, but I did later. I'll show you in the video when I did it. But I'm going to do that, but I was trying to get that off the shirt And so I was mad. I was upset. And that's one reason I wanted to mute the video. But I got it out of there anyway. And I had to put the trees in there later. I had to go deal with it. So I took off the press and took it away and went into the bathroom and put it in this machine and went and washed it. After I cured it, that is. So I'm putting it on the heat press to cure it. And then I went in the bathroom and I threw it in the machine to get the spot out of the shirt. So the shirt spot did come out. So it was not an issue with that problem. See, you can happen to anybody when you're doing a t-shirt business. We guys that do t-shirts are not perfect. We make mistakes like everyone else. Remember, God's the only one that's perfect, not us. We're not perfect, but God is. He does no wrong, but we are the ones that make mistakes. But we learn from them. As we make a mistake, we bounce back from them. And we learn and we overcome. And I did overcome those. Every time I make an error, I overcome. Now, we're back. That's right, we're back. And we got another shirt I'm doing. And I'm putting green in it this time. I switched back. And watch this. See, a gray shirt with a green trees on the bottom. And the funny thing is, the shirt that was actually the paint dripped on, I actually put the trees back on them later. So I bounced back and fixed it. It was very interesting. I don't know if I took the part of the video in here that did it. But I'm doing the unreasonable thing. I shouldn't be showing that on the video. I should be pausing that video. But unfortunately, I didn't pause it, I don't think. Or maybe I did. We'll see if I did pause it. No, I didn't pause it. So I just kept on walking around the studio. I was thinking to myself that I want to get this done. I didn't care if the video was going. I wanted to get this thing done and cleaned off and go to the next step. I didn't care, so I wanted to get this job done. That's what was always in my mind. Getting this job done is the most important thing to me right now. And I was trying to get that going. If I can get this job done and get this whole thing done for the customer before they arrive. That's the most important thing there is, folks. If you got a job to do and you got a time zone to fulfill, you have to fulfill your quota. And that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I had in mind to do. So, I had in mind to do it. So, it was a matter of time until this job was done, and I was going crazy trying to get it done. So, it's a lot of work to be a designer, because a designer is a very hard job. I'm not saying it's not hard, it is hard. It's a lot of stuff you gotta do. You gotta prepare for everything. And you gotta keep a level head as well. Because this is a crucial time, how to do a t-shirt and how to get this job done. But some people like to bring to me an idea, oh, I want a shirt right away, can you do it the next day? And this guy had that in mind too, but he was understanding too. I texted him and told him the 2 o'clock, come at 2 o'clock, and he agreed, but the time 2 o'clock came, I wasn't done with the shirt. I was almost done, but I wasn't quite done. So he said, I'll stop by after work. He never did, but he'll be here tomorrow to get his shirts. I know he will. He's very reliable. He's a good customer. Alright, so I paused the video, and I came back, and I had to pause it because cleaning out the screens were not interesting to you viewers. So I wanted to make that clear. I wanted to make it clear that pausing the video and not showing you how I did the screens, I didn't want to show it. So what I did is I didn't want to show it. So I didn't show it. So unfortunately, here's the part where I cut off the hook off the other bungee cord because I want to add it to that screen, and that's when I added it. I added it to that screen. I was trying to assemble that hook on this other bungee cord that I have, and I was tying it in there, and unfortunately I did tie it in, but it wasn't as tight as the other ones. But it works though. That's the main idea. It kept the screen up from falling down. I know it hung down, but hey, it works at least. So I'm not gonna picky myself with that. So I'm adding it right here, as you can see me doing. I'm tying it onto the bungee cord, putting it through that little hole, trying to tie it to the bungee cord, and unfortunately it didn't get shorter as I wanted, but hey, at least it works, and who cares how it works, as long as it does the job, and that's the most important thing there is. Okay, yeah, excuse me. It's tiring to work in the t-shirt business. So now we are going to get something. I won't be long. But I'm going to be putting the blue lettering on that shirt pretty soon, and do the rest of that, and then get that shirt done, and keep going till the shirts are all done. I didn't want to show too many of the t-shirts getting printed because they were the same ones, same colors, the same what was going on the bottom of the shirt, and the same that was going on top of the back of the shirt. So we didn't have to show much of that because it wasn't that important to show it all, because just to show the shirts were being printed. So that's what the main important issue was. Okay, so now I'm taping off the trees from the lettering, because I'm going to put the navy blue paint on the shirt, but I have to see, and I couldn't see it properly to see where it was going, so I'll be end up using my cell phone light in a minute because I couldn't see it, so I'll be turning on my cell phone light to look. After a while I will be, but sometimes if the tape don't stay on the screen, is because some ink is left in the screen, but that's not the case in here though. I just wanted to tape off these trees that no blue paint will get through on this shirt, so I had to make sure of that. And I'm going to put another one over the other side on the other tree too afterwards, after I'm done with this. So this is something to show you folks how this is done, how you can avoid making bad things to happen. This is a good method to do to save the screen, and you can add some small little jewels to the, like a special method to the screen for the shirt to look good. So I had a tape hanging off of the bottom, so I had to tape it off to make sure it stayed on. So pretty soon we're going to do printing this low. Here we go. Now we're going to put the blue in there now. And once we do this, this is going to look fantastic when it's done. I had to wipe something off the screen. It was a little bit of cleaner left in the screen, and it was wet, so I had to dry it out. Okay. Now we're going to put the ink in this, the navy blue ink, on the shirt pretty soon. You're going to see this done. And then you're going to enjoy this video, because this is going to be very enjoyable. So here we go. I'm going to put more navy blue ink on the screen. Here we go. This is getting interesting. So this is part of the t-shirt business I like doing. It's fun to do, and I enjoy it. But I remember I said, be careful not to put the ink too close to the lettering. But the tree, both trees are blocked off, taped off underneath, so it won't bother them. But you don't want to touch the lettering on the screen that's open. So you got to be very extra careful to do that, because you don't want to You don't want to do that. I found a piece of tape and that's why I was doing. So, as I'm getting this done, so I am now going to print it. Here we go, folks. Here's the fun part. I turned it around. I did it again. Now we're set. Look at that. Ain't that nice? So after a while, I'll be pausing this video again once I clean the screen out. And everything will be good. After a while, I'll be pausing this video. So you won't have to watch the cleaning going on this video. And when you pause it, it cuts down the time of the recording it, because when you're cleaning and you're letting people see it, the the video is going to get longer. You don't want to get it too long, because the more longer video, the more they have trouble viewing it. So pretty soon I'll be pausing this video and coming back and showing you the finished product. Right now I'm going to be cleaning off the squeegee, and then we're going to be pausing this video pretty soon. There's some cleaning up the squeegee. Yep, you have to keep your equipment clean, like I said. If you don't clean those things, that rubber blade will get dull. It'll get too hard, you can't use it anymore, and it'll be worth nothing. And then you have to buy new ones if you don't clean your equipment. So I always clean everything. That's why I got all this stuff working properly. And I got some on my hands. I'm going to wash my hands a little bit. And wash it out. I take a paper towel and wipe my hands with it, and it's fine. And I get on with doing another shirt. That's my phone in the background. Just did that. The emails was going off. Don't let that concern you. So pretty soon we'll be pausing this video, and that came out nice. So I really do a good job with my t-shirts. It takes a 21-year expert to know what to do when you're really doing your t-shirts. You got to know what you're doing to do this kind of work. And sometimes it can be pretty frustrating too. Sometimes you can get angry with yourself and not really wanting to get angry with yourself, but you know. But it does happen from time to time. I found something in the screen, and this is what can happen when you don't realize. You know when I said the tape, don't let the tape get so further over to where the lettering? Well, that's what happened in this video right now. I realized that the tape was over too far, and I had to fix the problem, so I fixed it. So it was no big deal. But it does happen from time to time when something seems to happen and you don't understand. But now that can happen, like I explained to you in the video. Things can happen when you're doing t-shirts. So look at this. Isn't that shirt beautiful? That's a beautiful shirt made really well for the t-shirt customer. And that's what you can do when you learn to do t-shirts. You learn all the ins and outs of how to make those. Now, anyway, so now I think this is the end of the video soon. I hope you enjoyed this t-shirt video I made for my YouTube channel, Custom Screen Printing. I own a business by the name of NamelessT-shirtwear.com. I wanted you all to enjoy, and I hope you all give me a thumbs up, a comment, and a share, and a like for those subscribers. And all those who did not subscribe to my channel, please join my channel. Help me get out of 500. Give me a thumbs up, a comment, and a share, and press that red subscribe button to join Nameless Custom Screen Printing. And everybody have a good day, and God bless you, and thank you for taking your time to enjoy this video. And I appreciate it that if you will give me a thumbs up and help me grow this channel. Because this doing the t-shirt business for all those years, 21 years, it's not easy to do this kind of work, but it's really fun. And if you want to be a t-shirt designer, you can be. It's not a hard thing. You just have to learn. It's part of learning. So I hope that you enjoyed this video today, and I hope to see you all again. And remember, the thumbs up, comments, the share, and the like. That would be very important for you all. Now, hope you have a nice day, and God bless you. And thank you for watching the video. And I appreciate it if you leave a comment on the video. Tell me what you like or didn't like about it, or what you want to see on the video when I make the videos. Please comment and let me know, because that way I'll know what you want to see. Because sometimes I have a live streams, and sometimes I make videos, and that's what I mostly do. But this time is a review for my YouTube channel. So everybody have a good night, and God bless. Thank you. Bye. See, I like to talk on my videos, but that's what I'm doing, trying to do right now, saying something else now. But